Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Roadrunners and the Falcons. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Sam Moses, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Into the box now, Brent Hughes. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third game. You'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1 and 2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate, David Trinfel, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Trinfel is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
To the plate now, Brooks McKay. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stu Money starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today. Stepping into the box, Brent Means. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. In now, Bart Flash, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Joel Sloan, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Means over at second. Flash at first with no outs. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Now the pitch.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The 2-1 pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one.
And ready for his first at-bat, Rodney Myers. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. From the belt, kicks and deals. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. First and second now, one man out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Steve Rice, who was among the many who failed to report a base hit in the loss yesterday. Looking to minimize the damage here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 offering. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Two balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he fouls this one off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up. Rossi is there for it. And that retires the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Falcons lead this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Tony Rossi, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tony Rossi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Two and one. Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Lee Johnson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. You see the average starting play at .318, 5 homers and 15 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
That's it. The right fielder, Julius Grady.
Now at the plate, Julius Grady, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Here's the pitch. Tough 2-0 pitch there as he swings through the splitter. 2-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Fouled off. And right into the shift. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
And this will be fouled away. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher, Josh Means. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Ground ball left side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Batting it. Not shortstop. Taylor. Battle.
Into the box now, Taylor Battle. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. 1-0 count. Here it is. Flying towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
The third baseman, Pat Sample.
To the plate now, Pat Sample, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brent Lee.
Now Now at the plate, Brent Means. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Down the first baseline. Runners are at second and third with one down. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
At the plate now, Bart Flash, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Still only one out in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. The 0-2 home. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Standing in now, Joel Sloan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two and 1 to count. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Trinful has a play, and that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Sandlot is on top here, 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Gil Day.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A strike with the breaking ball.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Here it comes. swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Alonzo Price. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
3-0 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
At the plate, Brent Hughes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. One and one. As a look, now the pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. Bends down and he barehands it. Touché, sir.
Now back, first base, David Prinfield.
Digging in, David Prinfield. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Hit down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that misses, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2-2.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Now batting, Rodney Myers, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Digging in, Steve Rice. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the pitch. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here's the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brooks McKay. And now pitch on the way.
Whoa, that counts.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
You got 2 balls.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now that Tony Rossi.
Digging in now, Tony Rossi. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box, Lee Johnson. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Now it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 out, nobody on. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
He's gotten a favorable call or 2 at the plate in this at bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
At the plate, Julius Grady. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Splitter. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Falcons on top 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Josh Means. Here's the first pitch to him.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And that misses 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, Taylor Battle, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here comes the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Battle can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. And that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Pat Sample, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
At the plate now, Brent Means. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Wow, I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Magruder over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Porch.
Striding forward now is the DH, Bart Flash. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Tom Magruder.
The catcher.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Pull that inside.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. Into the box now, Gil Day. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Alonzo Price will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Drew a base on balls his first time up. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Brent Hughes, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 run here, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. Now in the box, Joel Sloan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
Tried to drag butt himself on there. Didn't work, and he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense still has to respect it.
This pitch is popped up. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far, and it's 1-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on it. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Rodney Myers. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line to the right side. Grady makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. In now, Steve Rice. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. In there, strike one.
0-1.
Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. 2 out here and a runner at second. To short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Settling.
Leading off for Mudville, the first baseman,
First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1, no strike.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
0-2.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
The bat, the shortstop,
Tony Rossi is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Next will be the designated hitter, Lee Johnson. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay. Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Good hard slider at 88. Hits 1 and 2 now. Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
The count now at 2 and 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Michael Dill enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Josh Means. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, shortstop, Taylor Battle.
Digging in to try it again, Taylor Battle. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Digging in and looking for more, Pat Sample. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Bouncer up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, center fielder, Brent Means.
Standing in now, Brent Means. Swing and a liner. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
So now to the plate, Bart Flash. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Count is 1-2 now. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. Riding in once again, Julius Grady. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Stepping in now, Tom Magruder. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier. Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs. Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Ball 1. Price. Most of the time he can be found behind the plate, but he's roaming the outfield in this one.
Yeah, crazy athlete, Matty. One thing that does travel to whatever position he's at is that he's got an absolute cannon. That's why he can go to the outfield and moonlight out there. No one's going to test his arm. And then to go back behind the dish and shut down a running game, this guy's a special talent.
Sample is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. So coming to the plate, Brent Hughes. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 1-0, ball 1. Grounded to third, right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Ready once again, Joel Sloan.
For the Sanders, the right fielder, Joel Sloan.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one down now.
The batter, the left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeffrey Bellamy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And quickly there are two away.
Now batting, second baseman, Rodney Miles.
So digging in now, Rodney Miles, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Steve Rice. He grounds it sharply to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in the switch hitter, David Tringful. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And there's ball 2 now. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Working for the punch out and the offering. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Rossi. Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Clay Williams gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Clay Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Man, that just seemed like an unnecessary steal attempt there. Down by 2, that run doesn't mean much at all. The tying run is at the plate. At least he was. Let him try to make something happen, or at least keep the line moving.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over.
Leading off for the Falcons, the catcher, Josh.
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pounded softly down the line toward first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Taylor Battle.
Digging in once again, Taylor Battle. First offering on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Pat Sample. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Sanders will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 25, Bo Sanders.
Into the box now, Brent Means, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you can have some problems.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Bo Sanders remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding forward the designated hitter, Lee Johnson. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. It was a really nice day on the mound for them.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Julius Grady comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Fouled off. front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. One out, nobody on. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
In now, Tom Magruder, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And another foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Count still at 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Sloan is there. 2 down.
Now that's second base.
Robert Andrews will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Robert Andrews.
Lays off 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. All even now, 2-2. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible time run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, when this game started, there's no way they envisioned relying that much on the back end of the bullpen, but he gets the last 5 outs, sealing the win for the team and collecting the save for himself.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Falcons jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sam Moses earns the win, his second, striking out 12 in the process. Clay Williams hammers down the 5-out save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 3 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base.